Welcome to the Mindstorm Productions podcast with your hosts, Mindstorm and Auntie Ange.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
How are you doing? See, told you.
That's all right.
Told you I did it.
We had a few comments about wrong number.
Yes.
How are we all doing?
I'm very behind, by the way. I was literally putting everything together by about 10 minutes before the podcast.
That's nothing new, though, is it?
I was in a rush.
Got
and
my
I still haven't finished my dinner yet.
My hair in plaits, look. Out of the
Oh,
way.
yes.
So when I take it out tomorrow, it'll be all nice away. But I've had to put these, they're called ballerina slides.
Kind of reminds me of the Star Wars thing.
Yeah. Need it at the size, though, don't I? So when I take my hair down later, it'll go nice and wavy for the next couple of days until I wash it again. So we're not on. Everything's up and running.
Yes.
Everything is sorted. I never brought the Starbuck up with me.
I was going to say as well.
Shall I go and quick get it?
You can always ask Count to bring it up.
Yeah, but he might come up and stay up, and I don't want to shut the door.
Yeah, true. I suppose you
1
could.
second.
The dog's on me now. Hello, everyone. Yeah, I'm still doing everything. So, how's your week been? What have you been up to? I've been non-stop busy. It doesn't end. But yes, today's topic is going to be about space and stuff. So, yeah. Also, I didn't get to correct the delay. So, what you see is about 7 seconds behind than what's really going on. Okay, cool. Lovely. So yeah, bit of a rush today. I was a bit short.
Always a rush. Bloody kids.
What's he doing now?
Just moaning. He said, "Oh, I'm coming upstairs anyway."
Okay.
There's last week's podcast.
Ah, you saved that in the book, did you?
Yeah. So we had a bit of a stressful week. We what we called it, didn't we? One stage. Streamed together yesterday, and then I found out yesterday it wasn't
It
connected
doesn't
to mine.
go. But we can still download the videos, put them up to yours.
Mhm.
So you can still put them on. It's okay.
Am I able to do that on my tablet away or not?
Better on your computer.
Well, I'm not going to be here, am I, till Thursday.
True. I mean, you could.
I'm off to see my sister. She got the pleasures of me for a couple of days. Yes, we had a stressful week. Our poor Star was having fits, wasn't she?
Yes.
Tuesday all the way. Well, big ones for 26 hours. Six lots of fits. And then after that we had little mild ones after. Where she'll go.
She kind of stop and wiggle for a bit, or she'll lose her balance, yeah.
And then I think it's these chews that I've been giving her, which are cheap brand from Morrison's brand, and you read the ingredients at the back and it says full of sugar. Really? You give a dog sugar? So one was not happy when I realised that.
Oh, we're suspecting that could be potentially one of the treats that we got for the dogs. But, yeah. So we can't guarantee it, but it's a theory for the time being.
Well, it was last time I think we give it her, so
That's what we're putting it down to right now.
I'm not risking it.
I'm just going to say we're going to risk it.
No,
Just
I
said
know.
we're just going to not give her that anymore. See, hopefully things get
Don't
better.
want to risk it. Anyway, stars and moons and stuff like that, because we've been looking at out in the openness. One of my favourite things is getting a blanket, or if the weather's warm, I like lying in the garden and watching the stars. Hello, Caino. Me and Twitty here.
Yeah, having a conversation, are you?
Oh.
Well, hey, how's it going?
Oh, hello, Nick, as well. You're all coming up. I've got to stop wearing my glasses, I think, when I wear. Yeah, poor Star.
Yeah, I can't. I don't think I can make it big, unfortunately.
No, it's fine. So, yeah, and I like sitting out at night time when the sky's clear and look at the stars. And I think that's beautiful and wonderful. And I like to look out for shooting stars. I have a star sponsored in my name. Somebody brought me a star for one of my Christmas or birthday presents many moons back. So I've never got round to reading the brochure that I've got. So I've got to sit and do that. So I've got lots of little things. And another friend brought me an oak tree for my birthday, which I thought was really nice. Anyway, so yes. So the last few years I've been getting him or his brother a book. I don't even know I have an astrology book. I must have started it. We've got your astrology as your zodiac one as well. This year I've got this one.
You
I
missed
haven't
some
really.
funny comments in the chat.
He wishes Scottish quack.
Now you get the next one up.
Oh, yeah. This is Tweety. He is a bottom. He's being rude.
You know what a bottom is, don't you?
You bum. What?
So, typically when it comes to gay people, you get a top and a bottom. The giver and the receiver. Giver means top, receiver means bottom.
Right.
He's calling his friend a receiver.
How's your friend coping with that? Wish I was Scottish. The Scots don't accept me as one of my own. Why?
Pretty sure it's a joke. There you go, I'll move it over here for you.
Thank you. Straight PPL2.
Oh yeah, true, it does go for straight people as well, actually, yeah, because, you know, the dominant woman is the top. Or the guy be the top.
Right, that's going to go straight over all my head now. I'm going to go back into Angela's naive little
Top
world.
is the giver, bottom is the receiver.
Yes, I know.
That's all that matters.
But I'm your mum.
There's a lot of TMI going on in the chat right now.
Oh, dear me.
Anyway, yes.
Let's get back to this.
The
So I
book.
got this and we have a look at it, and then the other day we missed out, didn't we? When was
We
it?
did miss some things.
When we went to go out and see.
Exactly. Exactly.
Look, North York Moors National Park.
Yeah. So yes, Auntie Ange got me this lovely little book as a gift. Which is this. And what's great is that it's actually quite a short book, so that's good for me really, because I don't really have time to sit and read for ages. I'm busy all the time, but it's got like some nice images and stuff. Oh, you can't see it because the it's blue, by the way. So yeah, but like if we can just about catch some bits, it'll have some information
That's
about.
quite cute, isn't it?
It's nice, isn't it? Like
So it's more like spacey, isn't it?
Ooh. Yeah. And then calendar, you know what's going on with the calendar, the moon and stuff, and some events that go on.
So do any of you look like looking up there anyway?
Yes, Tweety said so, which is General Goose.
Sponsor Radio Shadow Legend.
Ah, yeah, it was a joke.
All right.
It's a high-tech book, I know, right? It's transparent, a transparent book. It's see-through.
Put it up close, you see the tiny little stars over it, which is a bonus.
Yeah, that's what I did earlier. So what was it? What happened November that's just gone?
No, it was December. Oh, no, it was.
That I mentioned,
'cause
yeah, saying so the moon goes near Saturn on the 29th. So years.
I just remember 9th and I realised, no, it would have been November.
Yeah.
And we just missed it. The next day we remembered.
Yeah.
Because normally you point out Mars and all the other stuff to me, don't you?
Yes, what one evening, the Book of Invisibility, exactly. Yeah, one evening, I was just looking out the window and I just see this bright reddish orange star. And I was like, is that Mars? Is that Mars that I can see from here? And I was talking to my brother and just discussing it and looking out the window and stuff. And then he goes on the internet, he finds this website which kind of gives you like a live time of what the stars and the planets are doing. You know, from the perspective from, I guess you can select your location. Like this one was perspective from London and what you can see at the time of the night. And it turns out, yes, it was Mars. No, it's the sun. You oh yeah, that won't. Hang on. I can probably fix that there. There you go. So now you can see it with all the fun words to it. It was at night, Caino. There is no sun at night.
Do you know, you don't see the sun at night, right?
But you see the moon in the day.
But you always see the moon in the daytime. I know, you just read my mind what I was going to come out with, wasn't it?
I know, right?
But don't you think that's a bit of amazing? You can't see the sun at night.
Spying on poor Martians. Whatever.
Do you actually believe in aliens out there or not?
Yeah, actually, while we talk about this, do you believe in other life forms out there in the open? But yeah, so we saw Mars, and then we see that because then it was looking at the big bright star being Jupiter. So it turns out that bright star everyone keeps calling the North Star is Jupiter. So then I went.
That's because it comes out the first, doesn't it?
It is very bright.
First one to see.
Yeah, there is, just on the other side of the planet. So I decided to stand outside for a little while, just having a good little look at the stars and stuff, and apparently Saturn was somewhere over there. I think I just about saw it. I'm not too sure. Could be wrong.
I keep buying them telescopes, but they're not powerful enough. I did once. I brought you one once years ago, but it wasn't good enough.
I know Dad bought one, but we didn't know how to get it to work.
This is before we split up. I brought one then.
I know Dad bought one a while back, and we tried to set it up. We didn't know how to work it, and it just never got used. So that was something.
I would, if I have a new life change, I'd get a new telescope so I can look at the stars.
It is very bright because it's dummy thick.
Is he calling you a dummy dog?
No. Dummy thick, it basically just means it's got a big badonkadonk.
Oh, somebody's feeling very donk frustrated, aren't they?
Caino, I think you need to sort yourself out there, Caino. Need.
This is all going down one path.
Is not November getting to you? Have you not gone to destroy Dick December yet?
Please. I sound like that thing from Dark Crystal. Please.
So yeah, I was just looking out at the night sky for a while, and all of a sudden I see a little shooting star, and I was like, tonight's going crazy. So
we have them sort of moments where they do.
When I was coming back from that drive I was coming through Spalding, I phoned you about this, didn't I? And just like I saw in the sky, just a long trail of shooting stars. It was glorious. I got a telescope when I was younger. I instantly took it apart, and my mum trashed without giving me a chance to put it back together again. Oh no. That's sad.
I'm terrible. I keep hold of it.
Remember, I used to take apart my toys when I was a kid to try and fix them when they stopped working, and it could have just been a dead battery or something. My stepmom did the same thing. So cruel.
I'm terrible. I never been anything when you take it apart. We try and fix it, and then.
Oh, that was because it was a noisy toy. You're like, oh no, it's broken. We'll just have to get rid of it.
I don't mind your noisy toys.
So I remember it was like the little robot that made noises. I think it had wheels on the feet or something. I can't. Because once I know how to take something apart, I know how it works entirely. Fair enough.
Well, that's what you need to do when you get your stuff anyway. When you've got utility bills, I was going to say, your utility stuff like your washing machine, and the only one you can't really fix is your fridge freezers because of the gas. But like, we've got to take a tumble dryer apart, aren't we yet? When I can be bothered to. We made a makeshift shelf just to get on top of my washing machine, and that the wood's completely gone on it now, so the tumble dryer's leaning on the wall.
Yeah.
So
red chess. Was it red chess with chess screens? Nah, I don't know. When's the robot, maybe? But yeah, so that was a fun evening of seeing the night sky, and then when I was doing that drive and I see that long thing, it was great because it went on for ages, go, and then eventually you see it fizzle up. And Caino and Tweeter in a voice chat, silently just chatting.
Why isn't he watching us?
He is.
No, tweeting.
Yeah, he is. He's General Goose.
Oh, right, got it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So they're sort of like talking to each other. Oh, on here chatting.
We're chatting here and chatting to each other.
I thought I got the chatting to each other then. Sorry, I'm going to be a bit on this.
She's a bit.
Take.
I'm guessing you're tired. Aren't
I'm
you,
watching
Ange?
a little bit, but not quite. I've just not long just eaten, so dippy
She's gonna
mode's
be
kicking
dipping.
in.
When doesn't it kick in?
Can I come back to that question later when I can think of
Wait,
an answer?
when does? Well, when isn't it kicked in? If I could just generally loopy. There you go. Caino said that, not me. But yes,
I was telling people about my scene last week about our podcast, and telling them that I had to redo the money.
Yeah.
And they went, oh God, I could have worked that out. And then I went to see my mate cook him a birthday meal.
Yeah.
Last week, and he took the piss out of me as well.
Okay.
And then he says, apparently I swore on podcast.
When don't you?
Somebody swore, and I was like, I don't really swear on podcast. There's only one time you catch me really being good.
We're talking about space.
See, it's why we love you, Auntie Ange. Thank you, Angeline. Yes.
Yes, talk about space.
I'm space.
So that's what you wanted to talk about.
Yes, I do actually.
Yes.
What
and then
about
you
the
keep
black
changing
hole?
the subject.
What about the black hole?
Black hole's fascinating. I'd love to know what's in a black hole. You know.
You never
dying.
come out of it once you've gone in there.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Apparently
How do
it's-
they know that? How do they know which what is a black hole, and how do they know if you go in it you can't come out? How do they know?
That's a good point, because it's not like there's a black hole close enough for us to, go in it and test it.
Now the Bermuda Triangle.
Bermuda Triangle.
Now that has been proven that you've gone into that and you don't come out of it.
That's very close to America.
What is?
The triangle.
Yes, it is. And
I'm pretty sure we could have gone near it when we were heading Florida that time.
Yeah, but it gets a radio, it comes up because they have things, don't they, now to tell you
Just
when
saying,
it's about.
like, 'cause I think it's kind of close to the direction of Florida.
Mm.
Good. I'm looking for December on here and stuff. Yeah, the December calendar. So what's happening in December in space? Mars closest to Earth, Moon near Jupiter. Okay,
That was the
first.
That's
yeah.
gone now.
What have we got today?
We're on
It's the 4th, isn't it? So nothing.
So the 5th, you've got the moon.
Occult, Uranus, or Uranus.
Yeah, I mean, do you watch The Big Bang when you go Uranus?
I remember one of our science teachers. He goes, "It's not called Uranus. It's called Uranus." He's the one that appears super strict, but he's also jokes. He does subtle jokes and breaks the rules a lot, even though he looks like one of those grumpy, strict teachers and sounds like it as well. But he always does jokes and breaks the rules in the school, which is so funny.
That's what you need, isn't it?
I must resist the urge to make a black hole joke. I was about to make one as well, but I think I'll refrain. What's one that we can probably see better? Oh, there you go. Mars disappearance, Mars reappearance. So that's on the 8th of December. Between 4:55 and 5:55. I'm guessing it disappears and reappears behind the moon.
An hour later.
Yeah, and that's on the 8th. So a full moon, Mars opposition, Mars occultation. I can't pronounce the word.
Yeah, that's me.
But yeah,
I'm
so
terrible.
it's fun seeing all these little things, and I find it fascinating how they discover these giant stars.
Greek. It was the Greeks.
No, what I'm on about is, do you not remember the video I showed you? Fly?
Yeah. Not anymore. Resist. And a fly. And I slapped it.
Are you aware of the theoretical existence of white holes? Interesting. So,
I
Caino,
think I heard of that. I'm not sure though.
educators, what is a white hole? And while you talk about that, I'm going to mention about the giant stars. Did you not remember that video I showed you? That it shows Earth, and then it shows our sun.
Yeah.
Well, I think it shows the other planets as well, but then it goes Jupiter and stuff, and it goes our sun, and then it shows the next big sun, which is like that, while our sun's like that, and then just another giant sun, while our sun is this tiny little speck. Says he's kidding. Oh no, never mind. Well, when you find a white girl, I get it. Okay.
I'm a star.
And then and like you just think and it just keeps getting bigger and bigger. They have like these giants and supernovas and stuff, while we're basically this tiny little pixel on a screen.
Yeah, it would be like a little tiny little thing on a
Oh,
pinhead.
actually, I'm on about like our sun. Our whole little section is just this tiny little speck against these gargantuan shiny stars out in the sky.
Shiny stars
Yeah.
in the sky.
I mean, I believe, I mean, it's got to be kind of. There you go. As you may know, black holes that take in matter and condense it into a singular point, increasing its gravity more mass it has. Why is a white hole the opposite? Where it pushes. But yeah, the thought of life forms on other out there would be, isn't there? Because it's got to be.
Well, the Egypt, don't they? The Egypts have got it in the drawings that aliens are supposed to come down, and they reckon that the pyramids were done by
oh yeah, one of the
aliens.
conspiracies.
Also, I think it was.
And
And then they reckon they live among us. So what if they do? As long as they don't hurt us.
among us.
I was watching the Grimm Brothers last night and I fell asleep. So I'm going to stick it on at some point again.
So, well, a white hole is the opposite, a single point with infinite mass pushing material into the universe. Hey, what if a white hole is like the other end of a black hole? You go through the black hole and then you get pushed out the white hole at the other end. How about that for something? Because if a black hole's bringing things in and a white hole's pushing things out, it's got to go somewhere.
It's like that, isn't it? Let's be a black hole. That'd be your white hole.
Auntie Ange, you are gross. Local man discovers wormhole. Wormhole?
You'll have to send us that article. Then you can send it to
No,
me.
that was just a joke at me. I am local man discoverer wormhole. Because that's basically what a wormhole is. It's something, it sucks in one end and comes out the other. It's like teleports you between the universe. Yeah, so with the vast amount of stars out there, you look up, you see these millions and billions of stars, which are basically suns, and they've got to have their own planets orbiting around them, and surely those planets have got to have life forms on them. I mean, for all we know, there could be other forms of humans on these other planets, other forms of dogs.
Well, if I went to America, I'm an alien in America. I like that song. I'm an Englishman. I'm an Englishman in New York.
We also think they're cross-dimensional, as quantum tunneling photon time travel to phase through 4 nanometers wide walls. Okay. That's one theory, but the black hole theory is that most popular is black holes just crush all the matter that absorb. So it crushes everything into
But
one.
what proof have they got that though?
Don't know. I think one of the things as well is that because it's like gravity. It's basically gravity in space. So you know how like the Earth has its gravity, the Moon has its own kind of gravity, and the Sun's got gravity. So like, there's a picture that actually shows it. If you take the book, I'll get it up. But like, so if you imagine like a netting, or like this white, let's just say like a black sheet or something actually, and you put a ball, that's Earth. You put it on. You know how the sheet would dip, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
That would be representation of gravity.
Yeah.
Where you get the sun, which is a bigger, heavier ball, put that on the sheet, creates a bigger dip. So a black hole is kind of like that, but basically just it's a dip that's so deep it's endless. So it's just...
It never stops.
And that's gravity crushing. So it's actually a thing, is it? Observe quantum tunneling in lab testing. That'd be quite interesting. I could be wrong about this, but there's that big machine that they do, and they use it to spin the atoms around and crash them into each other. I forgot what they call it. I actually forgot what they call it. If like some of you might be able to give me the name for it, but like that big machine where they swing the atoms around and clash them together. And I'm thinking that what they're doing is kind of recreating their own mini Big Bang. To see, if that's how...
I wonder if you have a Big Bang, it vacuum us all in.
There was that theory that if it went wrong, the atoms clash, they create a Big Bang, and then just everything gets absorbed. The whole Earth and everything just gets absorbed into a black hole. Should we create a black hole where we are? And the thing is, would we even know it happened?
Nope.
Could it happen so quick that,
I think you'd feel a rumble, wouldn't you?
probably for like half a second maybe, and then just
gone. Kaboot.
Yeah. Because I can't imagine it'd be very slow. I imagine it'd be super fast. Because they had that test a long time ago. I can't remember when. I think it's when they first did it or something. Many years ago. And I remember everyone in school saying that, oh, the world's going to end. The Hadron Collider, yeah, that's the one. But yeah, because I remember everyone saying, oh, the world's going to end and stuff. Oh, make a black hole and things. You never know. It could have happened. The world could have ended, and everything we're experiencing is just our consciousness, like, continuing as we die.
I always think that.
Hadron.
You could die and you still plod along doing things.
Yeah.
Like when you had your blood's taken and you passed out and you thought you was at somewhere else.
Oh no, that was an injection. That was just
an injection.
It's just an injection, yeah. Just getting topped up and whatever.
Oh, I thought the taking your blood out.
No, that one I only ever had that done once, and that was that one I was kind of on the chair like. It's like, stop tensing. I can't do it. It's weird because I don't know how I have that phobia. I don't even feel it. I don't even realise to do it half the time. So I don't know why I'm bothered by it.
My sister passed out at the car. Got her in the car in time. You passed out in surgery. She got got her in the car, and then she passed out.
Yeah, because I just went down, but to me, I just kind of dreamt the rest of everything. Going home, getting picked on by brother and sister for bloody not liking needles. So you never know, like, what if we die, but we don't realise it, our minds continue as if nothing happened.
Twilight moment.
There you go. Tweety says, black holes created in a Hadron Collider collapse within a nanosecond. So... Wait, like collapse as in stop working, or as in destroy everything within a nanosecond?
I think they might destroy everything in a nanosecond.
That's what I'm thinking they're saying. Which I wouldn't be surprised. So then we wouldn't know. We wouldn't know if it happened. We could have all been sucked away by now.
I think you feel a vibration, then you go.
Stops. Oh, okay. So stop. So as in it stops working. Oh. Okay. Well, that's good then. Or has it? Or has it destroyed everything and we just think it collapsed, but really, we all went in it? For all we know, you never know. It might not have even killed us. It might have just sucked us in and teleported us somewhere else.
Could have done. Could do amazing things. We just never know, what do we?
Space is so fascinating.
But they reckon, there's a daft thing when they say there's another planet of you, but they're living a different lifestyle to you.
The multiverse theory.
Yeah.
I like the multiverse theory. I do and don't, actually. The infinite weight makes it cuts. Considering the mind is a constructed brain, which is a physical object, the idea of mind persisting after everything else ends is foolish. Well, you never know. It might not be... So, as they say, your whole life flashes before your eyes. as you're dying or something.
Yeah.
What if we're living in that? So technically, even though we're dying or the brain is going, we're living in this, like, you know, like Inception, you know, as you go into the dream, everything in the real world is slower. So what if we're in that process where everything in the real world is so unbearably slow, like almost stopped time, as our consciousness is rapidly processing this lifestyle that we experience? I had a fun little theory that, as I say, life flashes before your eyes. So at the end of your life, you watch. I don't. So like, as just before you go, and your life flashes before your eyes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. What if, as you reach the end of watching your life flash, that also processes the life flashing before your eyes as that one comes to the
reset and a reset.
Yeah, and it just keeps getting deeper and deeper.
Oh, what a
it
vicious
never ends.
circle! What a vicious circle.
Yeah, people like to believe it exists for something higher. I don't. We're here, we do whatever, and then we go, turn to dust.
I like to do bits and bobs, don't I? I don't know. We could go to heaven. We might not do. If it exists, it exists. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Time itself is a result of perception. Just the time between events. The idea of time slowing down is impossible. Just our perception of time that changes.
Yes, because something worse is when
I wasn't saying that the
and
physical time. I wasn't saying like the physical time actually slowing down. I was on about, because the idea of like you probably see your dreams quite quick, which is why you can see like a whole lifestyle in a dream when really time is going normally. I was on about your consciousness is on this endless loop of just things getting faster and faster, the deeper and deeper. That's what I meant. I didn't mean actual physical time slows down as you're dying or whatever. I was just on about your brain is just fast forward. Brain trying to figure out how you screwed up. It could be, because you got to think our brains fight for survival, and it'll do things even if it ends up killing itself. For example, allergic reactions is technically your brain trying to protect itself, but fails and kills yourself, gets you killed. Yeah, it's probably could be assessing, trying to figure out how you can get out of the situation that you're in as a last minute, try and get out, as a last minute savior. It's like a fault in the mutation that we never evolved out of, because it's been there. Caino believes that God exists, but that no mortal being has ever guessed its existence correctly. You're a little bit like that, aren't you? Like you feel like something is out there, but
yeah, I do think there's something out there. What, I don't know. I think God was made up by man's name to get power and control. Like he's more of a creator than with all this nastiness going on in the world. Why need there go ba-dum, 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 with his big finger? You did wrong to them people in that building. Bang. You did that wrong. Bang. You're now punished. Bang. But it doesn't seem to happen. But no, I do think there's sometimes there's something there though. I do think there is. But pagans believe there's several things. Who else? Greeks used to believe there's several ones. I mean, Buddha is not a thingy. He's more of a.
I did like the concept from that show we watched. What was it called again?
Which one?
The one with the devil.
Lucifer.
I like that concept. That was fun.
Yes, because he's portrayed as a bad person. He's not.
Exactly.
He's sort of just likes getting in mischief, doesn't he?
Yeah. That's the question I think baffles everybody. One question that always messes with Caino's brain is, but what came before No matter how far you go, there's always a before, which is true. Like, what happened before all of that? That's the weird bit.
because then you go like Egypt. Egypt used to pray to, I think, to the sun.
Yeah, they worship the sun or something, didn't they?
Yeah, so what was before the Egypt?
I don't know. No, it's on about before just the existence of everything. Before the universe was created.
Nothing. It was a twinkle in the star.
But do we know that? Do we know what could have... Because you got to think. So, for example, like the Big Bang Theory, right, is that two atoms collided and did a big explosion, which is still expanding to this day, and which is where everything... That's one of the theories of where everything came from. But then where did those atoms come from? And then one of the, for religion, like God created everything. But where did God come from? And then one of the things I think they said was God created himself. And it's like, well, his consciousness still has to be there in order to create himself. So where would he have come from? Yeah, so like, what happened before the nothingness? That's the question.
I don't know.
It's fascinating.
Gives us something to think about for next week's talk, isn't it?
What happened before? Exactly. Like, what came before the Big Bang? What was there?
Chicken or the egg?
Yeah. Because like, as they say, the atoms, right? Where did they come from? What came before that?
With planets, wasn't it?
What?
It's the planets, isn't it? The
No.
atoms were the planets, weren't they?
Atoms are those tiny little things we have everywhere all around us. It's just the idea, like, apparently these two microscopic things just smashed, did a huge ass explosion, and then, which is what creates the expand of rock and fire and everything that goes on. But where did they come from? Where did all that come from? Where
did the hailstones come from?
Ice?
Where does ice come from?
Yeah, like what created water? Where did water come from?
Why did we name it water?
Clearly, the universe was created by KFC. Because, like, before everything happened, the nothingness. Where did the nothingness come from? That's the crazy bit. Is like we will never be able to know. I don't think we'll ever figure that out.
No, we're never going to.
It'll always be a theory because there's no way we can prove it.
I've just been listening to think about trying to work out the gap between Rome, 400 and something to 557. There's a 100-year gap there in the Dark Ages, and they're just trying to get to finding the answers to some of them.
Well, to us, something always makes something, but the tier above may operate on different. Yeah, true. If it exists outside of possible reality.
But a lot of people question Reiki, because I do Reiki, and I can do loads of things with that, and people go, well, how do you do it? It's got rid of the pain, how is it? And I went, I don't know. Sometimes you're going to have the answer, but you don't know how you're going to get the answer.
Yeah. Apparently it disproved the Big Bang Theory. Interesting. So what's the new one now? What's the new idea that the universe was created, if that's the case? Surely they must have had another theory among that. But I wanted to go back to when you talked about the multiverse as well. We don't have a new theory. Oh, okay. Weird. Time itself is considered by many to be a force like space. What created time? Can the concept before time be considered? What was the first event at the very beginning of time? I'll tell you what I like. I like a theory that Futurama did, where, eventually as everything in our universe gets wiped out and it becomes nothing. It's like I said, KFC, there you go. Futurama did it because they had an episode where one of the characters made a time machine, but it can only go forward in time, it can't go back. So what happens is there's some stuff that they missed out on doing, so they just kept going forward and forward in time until you reach the end of time when the universe gets destroyed and stuff, and it's blank, and they just kept going forward and forward, and then eventually you see a new Big Bang, and everything repeats again.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. They reckon that the aliens found this Earth, dropped us so and so, and we're redoing it all over again. Then you're reading the Bible, though. The human race still does it all over again. The woman fighting over the kids, brothers are killing each other, kids kill their parents. It's still going on.
That's
Yeah,
but
but that's what I'm saying. It's humans, isn't it? It's humans.
We never changed.
On that.
But yeah, I do like Futurama's one. It's just that, like, everything repeats, and that is time travel. No theory answers all questions. All things lead to a sudden start of most things at once, as we are able to accurately age most things through half-lives, which all materials eventually have. Fair enough. But yeah, I want to talk about multiverse as well, the multiverse theory. So does anyone else believe in the multiverse theory? I find it a fascinating idea. I also don't like the idea as well, and I'll tell you why later. The idea of time being a loop begs the question, what exists outside of that loop? And yeah, it's just weird. So the multiverse theory is, as you said, is like another universe, another section. It's just like, so it's not just specifically another planet, it's literally a whole new universe that, you know, it could be the same thing, but we could be, our hands could be feet and feet could be hands. It could rain dogs and cats, literally. Everything could be completely different for all we know. It could have an Earth with a whole new difference. It could be an exact clone of our Earth, and the idea is that there's infinite. I can see your eyes look so off. You look like you're ready to fall asleep.
No, I think the thing is that are irritating my eyes.
But yeah,
lights, because I had to put my shades on when I was driving earlier because my eyes were getting irritated.
Do you want to put shades on now?
No, because they're all in the car. I think they're irritating my eyes a bit.
There you go. That might do something. Any better?
No.
Not even slightly?
A little bit.
What was it? Yeah, so the idea of multiverse is that there's infinite universes. There could be universes exactly like ours, so there's no difference whatsoever. So it's just a copy of what is it there is. Could be a universe where we made a different decision one day. So like instead of picking up Callum this morning, in another universe, you actually just came home and I picked up Callum.
Mm.
Could be. Seriously, let's go on.
It's not as bad actually.
Fair enough.
I don't know why I was driving earlier to put my shades on because my eyes were hurting.
So Tweety says there's actually a biblical text that states it exists, but for non-religious, it's a mathematically truth. I don't know what that is. Of what makes the fourth dimension. Okay. I believe that the multiverse theory goes up and up on an infinite number of levels. A group of a group of a group of multiverses, on and on forever. Yeah, could be. Yeah, so I quite like that idea because, you know, it's just interesting that there could be like different possibilities out there. What I don't like about it is the bad things that come from it. So like, let's say there's a universe where I'm a good person and I do good things instead of what I do now. Like there could be a universe out there where we're mean to the dogs. I know, that's what I don't like, is like these poor innocent little things, these precious little flowers, these delicate things suffering greatly. It makes me sad.
Oh, don't think about that one.
I know. Or, you know, when I had that time when I tripped at school, gained that scar, imagine there's a universe out there where I didn't move my head slightly and missed that large stick that went right across my head.
A universe where I'll be sensible.
Terrifying. But yeah. A universe where I didn't bust my arm. I'd be fine right now. a universe where we could fly.
That'd be nice.
That'd be cool.
I used to do that, stand on the cliff, jump, and when the wind would come, and the wind would take me so far, and then I'd drop. Used to do that.
Here we go.
Used to do it in Wales.
We are a slice of an atom on a fourth-dimensional plane, just as a dot. Oh God, I was getting thrown off then. Just as a dot is an atomic quark of the second dimension, and a line to the third. Humankind, bound by their physical forms and perceptions, can never truly comprehend such things. Yep. The worst one of all, a universe where your favourite colour is not in fact orange. Dun dun dun.
Yeah, Nick's got his orange shades on.
I know, right? I used them for a music video once. I don't know if that's still public. It probably is.
It is the lights, because I don't know, I can feel it on top of it.
Lovely. Yeah, it's the only glasses I have on me right now.
I know, mine are in the car.
Yeah, imagine universe with favourite colours like blue or something. Yours be...
I don't really
green.
have a favourite colour.
I thought you liked violet or purple or whatever.
I do a bit, and gold, and...
I have to find that music video so I can mock you. I don't think it's hidden. I think it is public.
One?
That one I did a long time ago when I was in college. Had old neighbour help. Did the dancing around.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
It's on your webpage.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It might be on my website, or it might still be on YouTube right now. Yeah. And I wore those glasses. I actually specifically bought them for that. Cause I think the singer will.i.am.
You got the glue up there. I need glue.
What glue? You mean that?
No, behind it you got multi-purpose glue.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because will.i.am, the singer, he has white versions of those glasses, so I bought them a long time ago. Orange versions to kind of go with it because he did the song. I wanted to do the whole thing, but I did it for a college project. I didn't have enough time, and they forced me to do an effect I didn't want to do. You know where it's got like multiple layers of falling over, and you see the ghost falling as well. I was forced to do that. I didn't want to because I had to do something related to old style music videos. I didn't want to copy.
It was, wasn't it? Disco dance and sort of scenario where it's in the 70s and they do that. And then they have it.
It was to copy from Bohemian Rhapsody when they do the go go go, and it zooms off into multiple layers.
Yeah, but then also there was some.
Yeah, no, but more specifically, I had to put down that it was inspired by that when I didn't want to.
Oh.
The only thing keeping Caino here is Auntie Ange.
Oh, thank you, darling. You're welcome. With me in the shades. Oh dear, that's funny.
Multiple dimensions may also mean that corvids or marsupials or swine or other intelligent life may make the first synapse connection to be the first intelligent equal to the first Homo sapiens. Yeah. So for all we know, these could be the intelligent creatures instead in another universe.
Could be.
Yeah.
I don't mind dogs being intelligent.
Dogs are
They'd be double, treble intelligent with their nose.
Well, you'd hate it because they'll grass you up, as you said before.
Many years ago when I worked in somebody's house, I get a bit tired, so I'll quick get my game out, or quick have a flick on social media, or quick have a little game. Not long,
Yeah,
and
like
then
a 5-minute break or something.
a 5-minute break, and I could imagine the dogs going to the owners. Do you notice you got her phone out again?
Yeah, when you meet the pets and stuff while people are out doing
No,
stuff.
she was on the phone talking. She was saying this was going on. That's her. Yeah, that'd be funny. I used to think that to myself. But thank God they don't talk.
Be good though, because next time we can know what these are thinking.
That'd be
These
the bonus
two.
to know what they're thinking.
Birds are bankers. I have just been given proof. Birds aren't real. Okay, remember that.
What's that about?
It's the ongoing conspiracy theory that birds are actually surveillance cameras made by the government to watch everybody.
Ah.
So birds aren't real, they're just machines with cameras in them. And you know, when they stand on the power lines, that's them recharging.
I like that idea. I like that idea. That's cool, though. So what'd you say about the pigeons then that dive at your car
The pigeons
when they come diving?
had a glitch. It's a glitch. What it was trying to do was trying to grab a picture of you in the car. It's like...
Yeah, we do.
As someone who's turned a wild pigeon into food, I can promise you, you're wrong about that. You never know. It could have been filled with fake meat to trick you. What is it? Yeah, could be something for, or they could be specifically made to be hunted and eaten or something. Is that they have these fake ones that the bone could be the machine and the meat is fake. He killed the last real pigeon. There you go. Another thing I like about space as well is just how many of these amazing little clusters of clouds.
Looks like an eye.
It does, doesn't it? I wonder if that was intentional. You know, like that. Or like what I've done in the thumbnail. You've got these nice little clusters of like different glows and lights out there. What makes that though? Is it just the millions and millions of planets, or billions and billions, or even trillions of planets all clustered together to make this cloud? Look.
Could be.
Because like, here with our galaxy, what they call it, the Milky Way or something, like the more you zoom out of it, you see that cloudy effect. Oh, gases! Ah, fascinating. Just space farts.
Unicorn.farts.
Yeah, actually, I do remember now. I do remember they did say it was said about, gases in space. I did forget that part.
Unicorn farts.
Like that.
They look like little monsters, don't they?
They do, don't they? It's crazy how there's different colours as well. I find it fascinating, like the lack of audio in space as well, in a vacuum. Teacher did that in school once. They had this big jar thing with a hole at the top. They put it over a clock. They turned the alarm on for the clock to go ringing. They put the thing on. They turn on the vacuum that they stuck to it. You just hear the sound get quieter and quieter until there's like nothing there.
Never that one's very good, isn't it?
Yeah. There you go. So there's also eclipses that'll be happening as well, in different places around the Earth. So that's something fun to keep an eye out. We're probably not going to see one for a while though. Or when could be either 2024 or 2040. I can't remember what was said, but like we won't see another eclipse until then. So yeah. Oh, here you go. Check it out. So Saturn and Mars will be next to each other. When's that? That was 5th of April. They were next to each other, and Venus was right there. I'll tell you, like once, if we can get financially stable again, we should probably have a look out for a telescope.
Yep.
Just have a look every now and then, just for the fun of it. See anything on December exactly? Because what's coming up this month besides Christmas.
Oh, right. We're going to start wrapping up because I've got to get my stuff ready to go.
Yeah, and I got a lot of stuff to get on with. I'm behind with everything yet again.
Actually, these have helped a bit.
There you go. Fascinating. Yep, alright then.
I think I look a cool dude.
Yeah, you like that, do you? I saw that.
Yeah, I'm only joking.
Alright, so I guess that's everything for now. If you haven't yet, subscribe and give us a like on the video, because such a fascinating topic.
I think I'm going to have to find something though, because it's this November, my eyes don't work right in November.
Lovely.
Guaranteed to wear my glasses in November.
The rat race of infinite progress. I have something to maybe put forward to you. Go on then, as I'm starting to end this, go on then, go ahead. But yes, if you haven't yet, subscribe. We'll be available after the stream. just give me a message before anything. So yeah, just drop me a DM. But yeah, so that'll do it for today. We've got stuff to get on with.
I know, I've got to pack my stuff to go up to see my sister.
Yeah, so have a fun drive. Remember to take breaks if you have to. Drink a Lucozade, that's what I do when I'm on a long drive and I get tired. See you next time. Oh, also, huge thanks to Caino, L, Nggyunglydngraady, Pitybug and Scary Mary. If you want to help support the channel, go to patreon.com/Mindstorm Productions, because it helps. It really does. Alrighty. Bye.
See ya. That one?
Yeah.
Saying that it feels right.